Hello and welcome in, basketball fans, on a Friday night here from the Oshkosh Herd Arena. As tonight's non-conference matchup will feature the Mishicot Indians taking on the NEWCHAA Eagles. My name is Gunnar Zippert, along with Katie Leckton on the production side of things here tonight. We're just here 6 days ago for that triple header we had last Saturday. And just one game here tonight, live from the Oshkosh Arena. The Mishicot Indians from the Big East North Conference, a Division IV school. You can see them warming up. They've got the black warm-up tops, black and orange. And the NEWCHAA Eagles, and NEWCHAA short for Northeast Wisconsin Christian Homeschool Athletics Association. Not a WIAA program. You won't see them in the state tournament this upcoming winter. But a program to be reckoned with, as they are currently 6-2 on the season, including a couple of close losses to some Division II WIAA schools, not to mention their 4 wins over WIAA schools, beating Gibraltar, Newman Catholic, Providence Academy of Green Bay, and Marion. And those close losses were to Green Bay East by 2 and Sheboygan South by 4. So those are 2 Division II programs they nearly beat, and those are 2 Division II programs whose enrollment puts them on the border of Division I. Sheboygan South was a Division I program last year. NEWCHAA nearly beating them. So certainly not a team to be taken lightly. They're coached by Jeff Mitchell in his 11th year. Has won over 100 games as head coach of the Eagles, specifically 119-79 is his record. And over the past 5 seasons, including this year, Coach Mitchell and his Eagles 89-36. That's a winning percentage over 71%. The team is comprised of homeschoolers from the greater Green Bay area, and they do play in a conference with other homeschool associations from the state of Wisconsin, but also Illinois and Minnesota as well. And their postseason takes place at a regional tournament in Indianapolis, one of 4 homeschool athletic boys basketball regional tournaments around the country in February. They practice at the Cass Street Gym in Green Bay, but play most of their games, at least against WIAA opponents, all on the road. Of course, neutral site here tonight. Mishicot will be designated as the home team. They're in their home whites and ready for the national anthem. As we get the buzzer, we'll get the national anthem, and I'll turn things over to our public address announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to honor America, we ask at this time that you please rise and join in singing our national anthem.
We'll have starting lineups here in a sec. We got the preview out of the way for the visiting Eagles. For the Mishicot Indians, 1-4 on the season, 0-3 in Big East North Conference play. Last year, 7-18 overall, 0-12 in Big East play, and fell in their first playoff game, 67-94 on the road at Valders. Head coach Randy Wiebenzone is in his 4th year. 16-63 overall, including a 16-17 non-conference record. So the Indians have fared much better in non-conference play over the past 4 years. The Big East is one of the top small school conferences in WIAA and obviously in the Northeast region. But Mishicot returning all but one starter from a year ago, Nolan Sand graduating. He averaged about 10 points. He was second on the team. And we'll get into the starting lineups right now. First for NEWCHAA. Coached by Jeff Mitchell, assisted by Mike Higgins. Number 0, a 6'6" senior, Carter Frisk. One of the top scorers on this team, along with another starter coming up here. And that's the man, or the boy I was referring to, Isaiah Henselin. Henselin, 6'4" junior. 6' senior, Sam Gremore, number 32. Ben Nair, another 6' senior. So a senior strong team for NEWCHAA. And a 6'2" senior, Caleb Fallen. So 5 seniors in the starting lineup, making this a very experienced team for NEWCHAA, and the JV team stocked with talent as well. Before we came on the air here, the JV team for NEWCHAA beating Mishicot 49-30. And now for Mishicot out of the Big East North Conference. And this is their leading scorer, Bradley Wendricks, number 1. A 6'1" sophomore, an honorable mention all-conference pick last season as a freshman. Number 4, Jackson Thor, averaging 2 points on the year, but he's 3 for 3 from three-point range so far this season. Number 10, Briley Garcia, one of the top rebounders on the team for Coach Wiebenzone. Dane Moore, another sophomore, standing at 5'7". He's a point guard, averaging 4 rebounds on the season as well per game. And finally, number 33, Brady Ledvina, a 6'2" junior. So very much the opposite in terms of experience in the starting lineup for Mishicot, just 1 senior compared to NEWCHAA's 5. It'll be Bradley Wendricks standing at 6'1" against Carter Frisk, 6'6", on the tip. NEWCHAA in their black uniforms with white script on the front saying NEWCHAA and red numbers outlined in white. Then you got Mishicot in their home whites, orange numbers outlined in black with the black piping down the sides. Mishicot will be going left to right across your screen, and NEWCHAA the other way. Getting ready for our tip here on a Friday night in chilly Oshkosh, Wisconsin. A little bit of a pump fake there from the head official. And it is won by Frisk. It'll be Henselin, one of the leading scorers for this NEWCHAA team. Hard to find stats for the team, but what I did find, both Frisk and Henselin averaging about 16, 17 points a game on the year. And this is Carter Frisk. We got Mishicot in a man defense to start us off tonight. Number 34 for NEWCHAA, Ben Nair, swings it. And here's Henselin, top of the key. Three-pointer is up and off to the right. Loose ball, they're going to say it went out of bounds before it was kicked to the corner. So again, 5 seniors in the lineup for NEWCHAA. You got Frisk, Henselin, Gobin, Gremore, Nair, and Fallen. Pardon me, not Gobin. I listed 6 players there. Bradley Wendricks will lead the offense for Mishicot. Averaging 18.6 points on the year so far is Bradley, just in his sophomore season, and he's the shining star of this Mishicot team, and shot is blocked out of bounds. That was Dane Moore taking it to the hoop. So that's the hope for this Mishicot team. Just 7-18 a year ago, not able to win a conference game, but very young and looking to gain some experience and break through that glass ceiling of conference play. A lot of tough teams in the Big East North, including Howard's Grove, a perennial power, Manitowoc Lutheran, as it's Bradley to the hoop, and one. Bradley Wendricks, proven why he is the leader of this Mishicot team and an honorable mention all-conference pick a year ago. He'll have a chance to make it a 3-point play at the line as he breaks the seal on the score just about a minute into this one. No good, air ball, should be a whistle, and we do get it. Wendricks shooting about 74% from the line on the year. He's already got 29 attempts, 28, including that one. Just 6 games, 5+ games into the season, as this one's barely underway. So in his first 5 games, averaging about 5 free throws a night. And for NEWCHAA on the offensive end, Nair gives it into Frisk. Frisk to Henselin, backside cut. Assist to Frisk, and the first points of the night for the Eagles to Henselin. Going to see a lot of those two tonight. Bradley gives it to Ledvina, and they swing it around. This is number 10, Briley Garcia. Back to Bradley Wendricks at the top of the key. Wendricks facilitating, gives it up to Dane Moore. Moore looking for Wendricks, but it's picked off. First turnover of the game. And there's one for NEWCHAA and a second for Mishicot as the ball was hit back and forth, and Henselin finishes. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play of his own after they played volleyball there for a second. 2 turnovers for Mishicot, 1 for NEWCHAA. And Henselin to the line. Knocks it down, and NEWCHAA is up 3. 5-2 our score. Bradley Wendricks, the lone scorer for Mishicot, as they're into their third half-court possession. Spin move from Garcia. He's going to go baseline. Finds a teammate open. They rotate it to Bradley Wendricks. Open for 3. Right wing, no good. And the rebound for Caleb Fallon. Fallon outlet pass to Nair. Nair, a true outlet pass to Frisk up the court. And Frisk has got a bucket to go along with his assist from earlier. Nice pass from Ben Nair all the way in the backcourt. Dane Moore driving, and he's guarded by Nair. Never had to leave the backcourt. Can stay down on the defensive end. Garcia loses the handle, another turnover, and it's Nair, or Fallon, pardon me, that's 52, not 32, who was trying to take it to the hoop, and it's turned right back over. Fallon didn't have the numbers with him. Mishicot did a good job to recover on defense. First sub of the game checks in. That'll be for Mishicot. We'll get his name in a moment here. And I believe we've got a foul. Or just out of bounds. Quinn Sand into the game. First sub of the night. I didn't ask, but Coach Sand, an assistant coach for Mishicot, gave me the pronunciations tonight. Coach Zach Sand, very possibly Quinn's father, as Wendricks is going to tie his shoe on the side. We got 1 team foul apiece so far. If you were with us last week, they didn't put the player number on the screen when fouls happen, so struggled to keep track of those. I'll definitely get an update of those at halftime from the official scorers. 7-2, NEWCHAA up early. Garcia picked up his dribble. He's in a lot of trouble here, perhaps a 5-second violation, and indeed it will be, as he was pivoting, looking for an open man, and didn't get the help he needed. 4th turnover already for Mishicot, pardon me. It'll be Nair to run the offense for the Eagles. He gives it to Fallon at the top of the NBA key, inside to Henselin, backing down his defender, no good, as that was Dane Moore with the defense on the much larger man. Garcia in transition, fakes the pass to Wendricks, faked me out, and we've got the second foul against NEWCHAA.
Foul call number 34, Ben Nair, first personal, second team foul.
That one's on 34, Ben Nair, and I realized I was calling number 32 Nair. So that great outlet pass, I gave Nair the credit. It was actually Sam Greenmore. Nair picks up the foul. Second team, I believe first personal. Bradley Wendricks receiving the pass on the right wing and gives it up to Garcia. Sand into the game, posting up on the left side, on the far side of the screen there. Wendricks drives, kicks, open from downtown, no good. Jackson Thor, that's his first missed 3-pointer of the year. He had been 3 for 3 to start the year so far. 7-2 our score. Eagles on top. Henselin, shot fake, drives left. Floater off glass, no good. Thor with the rebound. He's got a man up ahead, but not much else. They'll slow down the pace. It's Wendricks. Pardon me, he's looking to go baseline there. He finds Sand wide open. Quinn Sand for three. First made three-pointer of the night for either side, and that ends a long scoring drought for Mishicot. NEWCHAA goes inside. Fallon kicks, passes offline. Frisk thinks about the pro range three, but decides against it. Again, you've got the green three-point line is for the Herd players here. A very faint tan line is the high school line. Henselin pulls up from there. No good. Offensive board for Fallon. Can't get the putback attempt, and Thor grabs the D-board. Pass inside, handcuffs Garcia a little bit. He kicks it back out to Moore. First subs for NEWCHAA, checked in at the scorer's table, two of them. As Wendricks goes between two defenders, has to kick it. Clearly NEWCHAA knows that Bradley Wendricks is a player to be reckoned with. Frisk with the steal in transition, can't get it to go, grabs his offensive board. Nobody got back for Mishicot to grab the missed shot. And Carter Frisk has 4 early in this one. And I believe we've got a timeout. 30-second timeout for Mishicot. We'll do the same here on Zaleski Sports.
I actually described Fox Valley Tech as a home away from home.
It was very comforting that it was a class size of 20 people or less.
Cost is a huge factor. When I look at Fox Valley Technical College, you're not spending that much for a degree.
If I was 30 when I went back to school here, I have had no regrets.
I think the hands-on training really sets us apart.
They will do anything to make sure that you succeed. You are going to get the education that you came for.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports from the Oshkosh Herd Arena. Gunnar Sippert along with Katie Lechten here on a cold night in Oshkosh, cold Friday night. Surprisingly, nothing on the schedule for tomorrow for Zaleski Sports, but plenty of action here tonight. You've got 6 girls basketball games, 8 boys basketball games featuring a number of ranked teams. We'll go through those probably at halftime. And then we're back on Monday with a full slate of hoops action as well. Out of the timeout called by Mishicot, they'll set up the offense. Man defense for NEWCHAA. They got a couple of subs into the game. Wendricks drives. Doesn't get the love on the roll. Offensive rebound, Garcia. He's one of their top men on the glass this season. Kick to the corner. Miscommunication between two Mishicot players and a turnover. Already their 5th. And here's one of the subs into the game for NEWCHAA, number 2, as it's into the backcourt. That's number 2, Caleb Jackson. Henselin still in. Jackson for nearly from the NBA line. No good. Coming in and ready to shoot. And this is a sub for Mishicot. TJ Hagenow slows things down. Garcia, top of the key, driving left to the elbow. He finds Thor. They rotate back to Bradley Wendricks. Wendricks has been playing nearly the entire game all season. I believe 32 minutes a night of a possible 36. As he is the engine this offense runs through for Mishicot. Nice curl cut from Moore. The floater, no good. No love on the rim tonight so far for the team in white. Also into the game for NEWCHAA, number 1, Xander Barth. As they get it to Henselin on the far side. They feed it inside to Fallon, but Fallon with the travel. 3rd turnover for NEWCHAA. Number 3 for Mishicot, Camden Fick, and number 11, Michael Wendricks, also a sophomore. Should have asked if he and Bradley are twins, perhaps cousins. It will be Michael bringing it up the floor. He's guarded by Jackson. Just under 11 to go here in the first half, 9-5 in favor of the Eagles. If you're just joining us, NEWCHAA stands for Northeast Wisconsin Christian Homeschool Athletics Association, not a WIAA program, but a very successful one. Already 6-2 on the season, including 4-2 against WIAA schools. Spin move for Wendricks. Nice cut to the basket. They just haven't been able to finish. Have Mishicot. It's going to stick with the Indians inbound underneath. So far in the year, wins already over a bunch of Division V schools for NEWCHAA. Not to mention 8 wins over WIA schools last year. Wendricks, another and one, as he gets the friendly roll to make up for all those unfriendly ones he and his teammates have faced in the past few minutes. Wendricks' first free throw was very short, in fact, an air ball. looking to correct here as he's got 4 points on the night to lead Mishicot. Bradley at the line. Corrects from his miss earlier, and he's got 5 to tie him for the lead in the game, along with the man handling the ball right now, Henselin. They go inside to Carter Frisk, 6'6", a big size mismatch for NEWCHAA down low, and he gets it to go. He's got 6 to become the new leading scorer in the game. 11-8 in favor of the Eagles, and these teams pretty evenly matched thus far. NEWCHAA's certainly got the size advantage with Henselin and Frisk. No player on Mishicot standing above 6'3". Pull up from number 3, Camden Fick, no good. Henselin in transition, drives right. Good help defense from Fick getting back. Wendricks comes over. Rotation for Michael Wendricks. Henselin into the lane. No good. Fallon will clean up this time, and he's not going to make the same mistake twice. He gets the offensive board, and this time the basket. His first points of the night. Michael Wendricks, a little bit of trouble getting across half court. He's all right. That's number 23, Jacob Wiles, into the game. A substitution that I missed. Foul on Henselin. He's got 2. 4 for NEWCHAA. Just 1 foul for Mishicot. Into the game for the Indians, Brady Ledvina, number 33. When these teams played a year ago, Ledvina did not score. He didn't even take a shot, but he did lead Mishicot in rebounds with 6. Should have mentioned that these teams played last season in Mishicot. It was a 97-60 win for NEWCHAA, so a lot more up-tempo than this game has been. And a travel called there as Bradley Wendricks was slowly falling to the ground. In that one, don't have full stats for NEWCHAA. All we've got is Frisk had 17 points. Bradley Wendricks led Mishicot with 17. Camden Fick with 10. Nolan Sand, the lone grad with the Euro step, maintains his 2 steps there. Careful not to travel, and he's got his first points of the night. Nice assist from Xander Barth. 15-8 NEWCHAA. Pulling up from 3 is Jackson Thor, off the mark. And we got a whistle. Coach Jeff Mitchell going to call a 30-second timeout for NEWCHAA. We'll take a quick one ourselves here on Zaleski Sports.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Welcome back on Zaleski Sports. Tonight's game presented by Fox Valley Tech. Each year, more than 6,000 high school students get a head start on their college education thanks to dual credit classes made possible by Fox Valley Technical College. These are college-level classes that high school students take for free, saving on average more than $600 per student. Learn more at fvtc.edu/gettechnical. Again, that's fvtc.edu/gettechnical. Both teams using 1 30-second timeout. Both have 4 remaining. And bringing the ball down the floor for the Eagles is Xander Barth. He had that nice assist on the outlet pass to Jackson off the last Mishicot possession. I don't believe it was off a turnover, just a missed shot. Fallon going inside, but the pass much too far for Frisk, and a turnover for NEWCHAA. NEWCHAA doing a great job getting back in transition when they do turn the ball over tonight. Another foul on the Eagles. It's going to be their 5th. That's Nyer's second. So I've only got 1 NEWCHAA foul unaccounted for, as just a mental slip early in the game. I forgot that I was going to need to really listen for the personal fouls and who they are on, and just 1 foul for Mishicot, and I missed who that was on. So we'll get that again. We'll get that at the halftime break. 15-8. Mishicot has been stymied on the offensive end, but keeping the game within reach here in the first half. Just down 7. Runner a little bit too strong from Jackson Thor. He saves it from going out of bounds. Does a nice job but right at a defender. Greenmore gives to Frisk. Frisk, a deep three. That's deep for an NBA player, or rather a G Leaguer in this arena. And it seems like we have a jump ball here, but no whistle. Finally, the whistle's called as Fallen was scrambling for it down in a mosh there underneath the hoop. Possession arrow favors Mishicot off of, I believe that's our first jump ball, and NEWCHAA won the tip. Michael Wendricks back into the game as we're into the unofficial second quarter here of this one. Bradley Wendricks will bring it down. A little bit of a press there from NEWCHAA, but nothing, not a full court. This is Ledvina looking to dribble handoff, gives it to Michael Wendricks. He loses it. And back the other way come the Eagles. Up ahead, it's Barth. Barth goes baseline, reverse layup. No, that was on the same side. Finger roll for Barth, and he gets his first points of the night. Very fancy finish at the cup, and he needed it. Wendricks stymied again as he was trying to drive into the lane. Clearly, Coach Mitchell is telling them to double him when he's headed towards the hoop. Frisk fakes shot. The Mishicot bench wants a foul or travel, and I think they had a pretty good case there. And we got a foul. No, another jump ball. It'll stick with NEWCHAA. Henselin on the bench for the Eagles as he's got 2 fouls. Quinn Sand back in for the home team. Inbound comes to Fallen. And a turnover forced, the 5th of the game for the Eagles. Wendricks crosses over, gets to the hoop, and can't finish. He gets his own board, though, and fouled. Will head to the line. And that seems like perhaps where Bradley's going to need to get his damage done tonight is just get to the hoop, draw a foul. 6th team foul, first on Greenmore, number 32 for NEWCHAA. 2 guaranteed shots for Wendricks. He's now 2 for 3 on the night. Missed his first. Henselin comes back in with Caleb Jackson. So we've seen 7 different players for the Eagles thus far, 2 reserves and the 5 starters. And for Mishicot, we've seen, I believe, 9. Off the bench, we've seen Fick. Michael Wendricks as the second free throw, no good. Henselin brings it back the other way for NEWCHAA. Spin move, he falls to the floor, and they're going to say it was off of his knee as he fell near the baseline. So another turnover for NEWCHAA, back-to-back possessions. Bradley Wendricks now 2 for 4 at the free throw stripe here tonight. Yes, we got 4 subs so far for Mishicot. You've got Fick, Michael Wendricks, Sand, and Wiles. Garcia, one of the starters, drives right. Floater with the left hand, gets the friendly roll, and 1. Bradley Garcia on the board. He's averaging 5 points on the year. He's got a chance to pick up 3 in 1 possession here. I heard first personal foul there, so it was not on Henselin. Garcia can't get the second one to go. So far on the year, he's shooting, I forgot to write down his free throw percentage. Frisk gives to Jackson and kicks to Henselin. Henselin fake, drive left. Henselin, a senior leader for this team. He finds his other senior leader, Frisk, repaying him for that first basket of the game when it was Frisk with the assist. This time, Henselin picks up the dime and Frisk finishes. He's got 10. Henselin with 5. And that helper. Open for 3 again. Quinn Sand, no good that time. And it's going to be off of NEWCHAA and out of bounds. 19-11, our score. 5:13 remaining here in the first half. This is the final game from the Hurt Arena this year, both on Zaleski Sports, as we're covering every high school game played here. So next time we'll see you will be in 2026 here from Oshkosh. We've got a triple header. We'll preview that during the halftime break, as well as the upcoming schedule for next week. 5 minutes to go as it's Dane Moore given to Michael Wendricks, out of bounds, and it will be off of Michael. Jackson forced forced some discomfort for Michael there and just goes out of bounds. And by my count, that's the 8th turnover for Mishicot. Henselin dribble handoff to Jackson, and he'll do the same for Greenmore. Greenmore reverses, and Jackson over to Frisk. Frisk guarded by Garcia, who's on the board with his first points of the game. He missed the free throw on the and one attempt. Frisk deep three, knocked down. First three-pointer of the night for the Eagles, as they've gotten all their work done on the inside thus far. Frisk has got 13 to lead all scorers. Moore looking at the Quinn Sand posting up. Instead, it's Wendricks just behind the free throw line. Jumper in rhythm, no good. 22-11. Up ahead, it's Fallen going inside to Frisk, guarded by Garcia. Nice help defense from another Mishicot player. It's going to be out of bounds and stay with Black. Barth back in for Henselin. So Henselin with 2 fouls. Coach Mitchell not wanting him to pick up his 3rd here, but allowing him to play a little bit down the stretch here in the first half. Inbounder is Greenmore just before the 5-second call. Gets it to Barth. Garcia's got his hands full with Frisk and strips him there. Credit to Briley forcing another turnover. Sand up ahead. Hands it off to the point guard, Bradley Wendricks. Back to Sand, deep three for Quinn Sand. Had it right on, but just too strong, as perhaps he was trying to overcompensate for the NBA range 3 there. Frisk drives, kicks, Greenmore baseline. Fallen open for 3. He knocks it down. Caleb Fallen's got 5. And the lead is up to 14 for the Eagles. That'll issue a timeout for Mishicot. We'll do the same and come back with Mishicot down 14 here at the Oshkosh Arena.
Cobuson Bus is hiring. It's drivers that they need. Cobuson Bus is hiring. It's the perfect job for me.
Cobuson Buses would like to thank all of our school bus drivers throughout the state of Wisconsin for their safe driving. If you would like to make a difference in your community with a fun and rewarding part-time job, apply at cobuson.com.
Cobuson Bus is hiring. It's the perfect job for me.
Why is the cheer? Pardon me, folks. Back here at the Oshkosh Arena. Tonight's game brought to you by the city of Marshfield. Visit Marshfield to see the largest holiday lights display in central Wisconsin, featuring over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park. Open every night from 5 to 9 p.m., going on now through New Year's Eve. Admission is free with a suggested donation of non-perishable food or cash. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com. Something we forgot to note before we hit the break, NEWCHAA now with 7 fouls. Mishicot into the single bonus. They'll be shooting free throws for the rest of the half, so long as it's not an offensive foul. Frisk up in the front court playing a one-man press. And perhaps you heard me saying as we came back from the break why the dance team was practicing in the corner there. They'll be performing at halftime here. The Mishicot dance team, I should specify. Shot no good for Dane Moore. And NEWCHAA trying to extend their 14-point lead. Couple of three-pointers, extending it to 14 from when it was just 9 a minute ago. Frisk gives to Greenmore. Greenmore breaks past Wendricks, and now it's Frisk for 3. Nails from downtown. Carter Frisk has 16. And with Henselin in foul trouble, it's been Frisk taking the lead here tonight in terms of scoring. Again, number 0 and number 10 for NEWCHAA, the 2 leading scorers coming into this one. Don't have complete stats for the Eagles on Bound or Max Preps, couldn't find them. But no, those 2 are leading in scoring. Shot no good for Dane Moore, and he'll commit the second Mishicot foul of the half. First personal for Moore. He'll check out. Jacob Wiles back in. Or no, pardon me, Jax Vogel in, number 23. So I think I've got a number wrong. Or no, 23 is Jax Vogel. I just copied it down wrong. I had called him as Wiles earlier. Jackson with the miss there. So Vogel, number 23, Wiles, number 20. We haven't seen Wiles yet. Bradley Wendricks for 3. Gets it to roll in, and that's the first three-pointer for the star sophomore. Putting NEWCHAA at 14 for the half. He's got 8 of them to lead all scorers for his side. Jackson swings to Barth, and Frisk now really a three-point threat in this game, getting the closeout there. Fallon, nice cut, open, and the feed right to him, and he makes easy work of the basket in the lane. He's got 7 to pull him in the second for NEWCHAA, with Henselin spending a lot of this first half on the bench with 2 fouls. Kick to the corner, it's Michael Wendricks. Jump stop, no good, but a rebound for Sand. He tries to throw it off a defender, but well done by NEWCHAA to absorb the contact and keep the ball in bounds. Barth driving, shot no good, and off of Barth, out of bounds. 1:04 left to go here in the first half. 30-14 in favor of the NEWCHAA Eagles. At the halftime, we'll get you the leading scorers and update you on any sort of foul trouble for NEWCHAA. No foul trouble of the sort for Mishicot, with just 2 as a team, playing a very clean game. 50 seconds to go. Pulling up is Hagenow. Drills the long 2, but nobody gets back to find Barth. Hagenow recovers just in time to force the miss. That's Hagenow's first points of the game. And in transition, no good on the shot for Camden Fick, and they're going to call him for the charge. Offensive foul on number 3 for Mishicot. Long range, first the long 2. 1 second to go. Barth, it's too short. I think he was looking for maybe an outlet pass there, but no time. As Mishicot does get one last three-pointer before the half, but they find themselves down 13, 19-32. We'll take a extended break here, come back for the Mishicot dance team, and then we'll get you updated on the leading scorers and foul trouble at the halftime break.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Thank you for helping Abbey Bank become the most highly recommended community bank.
Thank you to all of our customers for helping us be successful.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Thank you for helping us support our communities.
We are grateful for customers like you.
Thank you to all of our customers. We hope to see you soon.
Abbey Bank. They make banking about you. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 28th through December 31st.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
I actually described Fox Valley Tech as a home away from home.
It was very comforting that it was a class size of 20 people or less.
Cost is a huge factor. When I look at Fox Valley Technical College, you're not spending that much for a degree.
If I was 30 when I went back to school here, I have had no regrets.
I think the hands-on training really sets us apart.
They will do anything to make sure that you succeed. You are going to get the education that you came for.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Maida Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Maida Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at maidacustom.com.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
Did you know we carry chocolate that can help you stay strong and fit this holiday season?
Cobuson Bus is hiring its drivers that they need. Cobuson Bus is hiring, it's the perfect job for me.
Cobuson Buses would like to thank all of our school bus drivers throughout the state of Wisconsin for their safe driving. If you would like to make a difference in your community with a fun and rewarding part-time job, apply at cobuson.com.
Cobuson Bus is hiring, it's the perfect job for me.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Welcome back at the break here on Zaleski Sports. NEWCHAA leading Mishicot 32-19. Leading scorers here. First for the road team, NEWCHAA, Carter Frisk with 18, including 2 made three-pointers. Caleb Fallon with 7 points. Isaiah Henselin with 5. He had 2 fouls, limiting his minutes in the first half. And Caleb Jackson with 2. In terms of fouls for NEWCHAA, Henselin's got 2. Nyer with 2. Fallon, Greenmore, and Frisk with 1 apiece, 7 total. And for the home team, Mishicot, leading scorer, who else but Bradley Wendricks with 9, including a made three-pointer. 5 points for TJ Hagenow, all late in the first half there with the long made two-pointer and then a three-pointer. He's got 5. Quinn Sand with a made three-pointer of his own early in the first. He's got 3. And Briley Garcia with that and 1 attempt. Wasn't able to make the free throw, though. He's got 2 points. And foul trouble for Mishicot, none to speak of. Camden Fick, Dane Moore, and Brady Ledvina, all with 1 apiece. Just 3 team fouls in the first half. That'll be it for the leading scorers and foul trouble. Other games on Zaleski Sports tonight, like we said, 6 different girls basketball games featuring 4 different ranked state teams in the Bound Zaleski polls. D2 number 7 River Falls at Eau Claire Memorial. That game started at 5:45. It's probably over by now, as it's a girls-boys doubleheader at Eau Claire Memorial. Greenwood is at Division IV #1 ranked the Neillsville Warriors hosting Greenwood. D4 #2 Stratford is at Marathon in girls hoops. And the Division V #6 team Columbus Catholic hosting Colby. Again, all of those 4 games and 2 more girls basketball games here on Zaleski Sports tonight. And over on the boys' side, 8 games total. Just one featuring a state-ranked team. That's D4 #6 Marathon at Assumption. And coming up this Monday, again, no games tomorrow on the Zaleski Sports Network. A rare Saturday with no coverage in the state, just a lack of games, I suppose, tomorrow, as schools let out for most of the state, I believe, not going back next week before the Christmas holiday. But next Monday, we've got plenty of hoops for you. Counting quickly here, 10 different games, 2 girls games, including a doubleheader from Fall Creek as the Crickets host the Railroaders of Altoona, a girls doubleheader, the girl game first, and then the boys. Of course, you can catch the breakdown of those games on Fall Creek All Access, produced by Dan Lau. And then on the boys' side, coming up Monday, or I should mention actually the other girls' game on Monday, a real good one in Division IV, Neillsville hosting Eau Claire Regis. 2 of the top teams in the Clover Belt, Neillsville in the eastern half, Regis in the west, and 2 of the top teams in Division IV in what could be a potential playoff matchup between the Warriors and the Ramblers. And then on the boys' side on Monday, you've got from the Milwaukee area, Oak Creek is at Madison Memorial, but it's going to be held at New Berlin West. And some other games on the docket, Green Bay Preble will be visiting DC Everest. Verona is at Spash. That's a pretty good matchup between 2 Division I programs. And again, you got the second half of that doubleheader featuring a team that was state-ranked earlier in the year, Coach Storley's boys Fall Creek Crickets team. Again, check out Fall Creek All Access, produced by Dan Lau. And starting the second half for Mishicot, handling the ball is Jackson Thor. He kicks to Wendricks. Wendricks playing off ball to start. Hagenau pulls up. He gets the start here in the second half after coming off the bench in the first. Shot no good, but it'll stick with the home team, now going right to left across your screen. Mishicot shooting in front of their own bench. Garcia, the inbounder. They're going to set up in a box. No audible here. Breaking from the top of the key. They get it into Wendricks. Wendricks driving left. He had a tough time getting shots to go in the first half as defenders were really helping on him. And now a 2-3 zone for NEWCHAA. High post touch for Garcia. Backside, Bradley Wendricks open for 3. No good. Garcia saves it and was trying to throw it off a defender again, and Thor not able to save it from going out of bounds. So a good look there against the 2-3 zone for Mishicot. Mishicot's coming off a 3-game losing streak against 3 of the top teams in the Big East North. St. Mary Catholic most recently, but also Howard's Grove and Manitowoc Lutheran. Open for 3 is Nyer, and he knocks it down for the Eagles' first points of the half. 35-19 our score. Off the curl cut, it's Wendricks, met by Henselin, can't get it to go. Nice clean defense from Henselin with his 2 fouls, and the rebound ripped away by Caleb Fallon. Pushing it up ahead now, sporting the headband, Sam Greenmore. Nyer left open for 3, this time off the mark. Trying to save it before it went out of bounds was Fallon. He threw it off of Hagenau, but I think Hagenau was standing out of bounds. So it'll be Mishicot ball. So far in the season, Mishicot's win was against Chilton, and another non-conference game they played was against Sevastopol. Otherwise, it's been all conference action. And they'll get back to conference play in the new year. Floater here from Jackson Thor. Again, just no love on the rim for Mishicot on some of these nice takes to the hoop. Henselin in transition, stripped to the ball. It'll stay with NEWCHAA. Non-conference the rest of the year for the Indians, though. On Monday, they're at Valders. And before playing two other Eastern Wisconsin Conference teams in the Big East EWC Classic over the Christmas break. They'll be playing New Holstein at a neutral site in Kiel, and then they'll play Kiel the next day and a neutral site at Manitowoc Lutheran. So no conference play until Monday, January 5th for Mishicot. NEWCHAA, an independent technically in the WIAA, but they do play in a conference of homeschool associations throughout the state, as well as Minnesota and Illinois. They play in a conference tournament at the end of the year. This is all courtesy of Carl at the scorer's table. I should have asked for Carl's last name. He also helped with the fouls and updating points at the halftime break. Conference tournament at the end of the year before eventually there's 4 different regional homeschool playoffs throughout the country. They play at one in Indianapolis against Midwestern and a couple of teams from Ohio and Tennessee. Whether you consider that the Midwest or not is a bit of a tangent. Garcia shot fake, pulls up for 2 from the free throw line, no good. And last year I saw it on a shirt worn by one of the NEWCHAA fans. 26-1 for this Eagles program. Pulling up for 3 is Carter Frisk, and he knocks down his 3rd of the game. He's got 21 to lead all scorers. He had 18 in the first half. 38-19 in favor of the Eagles, as Frisk has been on a tear in the late first half and early here in the second. So I believe they were 26-1 in the regular season last year, and then they went to that Indianapolis regional homeschool athletics tournament, and they did end up losing a couple of games there. I had 26-3 as the final record for NEWCHAA last year, which, despite being aside from being a very impressive record, that's a lot of games. Not many teams in WIAA play near 30 games. And stepping on the baseline there was Dane Moore. He didn't see it, and that'll be a turnover. Mishicot had 8 in the first half. 1 foul apiece here in the second half. Caleb Jackson back up to Greenmore. Greenmore tries to go inside. He eventually gets there to Henselin. Saved by Garcia, throws it off of a defender, and Hagenow tries the same thing. He falls into the first row, and off the chaos, Henselin misses the first shot, gets his board. He'll go to the line. So some valiant efforts from the Mishicot players to save the ball from going out of bounds, but the chaos leads to 2 free throws. That's the second team foul of the half for Mishicot. Briley Garcia's first personal, and at the line for his second and third attempts of the night, Isaiah Henselin. He's 1 for 1, make that 1 for 2. Good old broadcaster jinx there. He had 5 points in the first half. His minutes were limited with 2 early fouls. He's been at that 2 foul mark for a while now. Splits a pair. And timeout called by NEWCHAA. With a 39-19 lead, we'll head to a timeout of our own on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Welcome back on Zaleski Sports. Second timeout used by NEWCHAA head coach Jeff Mitchell. 3 timeouts remain aside. NEWCHAA's used 2 30-second timeouts, whereas Coach Wiebenzone of Mishicot used a 30-second and a full timeout in the first half. So 1 more full timeout remaining for the Eagles, should they choose to use it. They find themselves up 20 here with 15 minutes to go. And Mishicot faced a 2-3 zone early in the half. NEWCHAA now back into man. It's Michael Wendricks giving it to Bradley. And they feed it inside. Hagenow with the nice pass to Garcia off the curl cut. Michael Wendricks, no good. Mishicot's had so many good looks at the hoop tonight, just haven't been able to get many to fall. And now it looks like Mishicot's going to go into a 2-3 zone. NEWCHAA's first chance against this. Open in the corner was Nair. Nice closeout from Hagenow. You hear Coach Wiebenzone telling his players to look out for the high-low. And it will go out of bounds off the baseline. Inbounder will be Greenmore. I didn't notice Greenmore wearing the white headband in the first half. I wonder if he switched that up at halftime or if I truly just didn't notice. Ball ripped away by Hagenow violently. Nice steal for him. And Michael Wendricks slows things down. Gives it to Garcia. Garcia puts it on the floor, and Dane Moore will set up shop on the left wing. Michael drives the lane. Michael Wendricks with the floater gets it to go. Nice touch for the sophomore around the hoop. First points of the half for Mishicot as they had been outscored by NEWCHAA. As from the corner, it's Nair, another three. They had been outscored 7-0 before that basket, and now make the second half scoring totals 10-2 as Nair makes his second three-pointer of the half. He's got 6 after being held scoreless. Michael Wendricks nearly loses it, and it will be off of NEWCHAA out of bounds. Quinn Sand back for the Indians. And Carter Frisk and Xander Barth back on for the Eagles. Inbound on the side here for Mishicot. 13:22 to go. NEWCHAA currently doubling up Mishicot 42-21. Mishicot just hasn't had luck at the hoop tonight. They've gotten good looks. Haven't forced it from 3 by any means. They've taken their time to get good looks. Henselin with the steal. He's got a defender on his back. Hesitates. Moore flies by, and Isaiah Henselin finishes. He's got 8 on the game, including 3 this half. Quinn Sand had a made three-pointer in the first half. He kicks it to the right side. Hendricks off that floater found a little bit more pressure in the lane this time as the NEWCHAA defense adjusts. This is Bradley Wendricks for 3. No good, and the rebound fought for. We're going to have a foul. No, out of bounds. Frisk touched it when he was on the baseline, is what the baseline judge is going to say. Box set up here for Mishicot on the inbound. Going to need a safety valve here. The inbounder uncomfortable. That was Michael Wendricks. Just does beat the 5-second violation. Sand with the ball. Gives it to Dane Moore. Kick from Bradley Wendricks to Garcia. Garcia between 2 defenders. Nice drive. Too strong. And a rebound for Fallon. Up ahead, Frisk to Barth. Fallon looking to fill in the low post there. They rotate it back around. And Mishicot only in that 2-3 zone for maybe one possession, or pardon me, it's still in it. I thought maybe they were back in man for a split second there. Kick to the corner. Henselin open, short, and off the top of the hoop. That'll be out of bounds. 44-21 our score. 2 fouls for Mishicot in the half, just 1 for NEWCHAA after they had 7 in the first. And tonight's game is presented by Fox Valley Technical College. Each year, more than 6,000 students get their head start on a college education thanks to FVTC. As Wendricks pulls up. Garcia in the low post. Kicks it out to Michael Wendricks. And Sand open for 3. Nice closeout from Frisk. Michael with the drive with his left, got blocked, and they'll say it's a foul on the floor. Each year, more than 6,000 high school students get a head start on their college education thanks to dual credit classes made possible by Fox Valley Technical College. These are college-level classes that high school students take for free, saving on average more than $600 per student. Learn more at fvtc.edu/gettechnical, fvtc.edu/gettechnical. Second team foul for NEWCHAA and the third personal for Ben Nair. So after those 2 made three-pointers in the second half, he's going to have to sit on the bench for a while as he's in foul trouble. Turnover off the inbound there for Mishicot. And we'll see if they're in that 2-3 zone. It's actually going to be a 3-2. You've got Sand and Fick on the bottom of it as NEWCHAA works it into the post. Pass from Frisk to Jackson and back to Frisk as he's got 5 in the half, 23 total to lead the Eagles. 46-21 as they picked apart that 3-2 zone on the first possession. They faced it. Sand drives himself down in deep. He's going to need to kick it, and it's turned over. Henselin over half court. Frisk to Henselin, and that 3-2 zone. They find Jackson wide open around the right block, and Jackson's got 4 on the game. Coming up for NEWCHAA on the schedule, as we said, no more conference games for Mishicot until the new year. Shots no good from Fick. Sand gets the offensive board. Or pardon me, it was Fick getting his own board. Sand can't get the second chance to go. And on the other end, it's Barth and 1. Xander Barth, as he gets ahead of the Mishicot defense in transition. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. Upcoming games for NEWCHAA. No games that I could find, at least, until the new year. Again, all these games against WIAA opponents listed on Bound. They might have had other games listed on Max Preps against non-WIAA. But on Friday, January 9th, they're at Hilbert. Before Monday the 12th at Random Lake, and Monday the 19th at Manawa. Barth makes the free throw. He's got 3 points on the game, and it's a 30-point lead for the Eagles. High post touch for Fick. It's thrown away, looking to go high-low to Wendricks. Henselin in transition. Good defense on him. And a rebound for Moore. 2-on-2, 3-on-2, pardon me. Wendricks, Euro step, finds Michael Wendricks, and Bradley to Michael, and Michael finishes. Jackson in behind the defense. Mishicot got back, but a nice jump stop and a shot fake for Jackson, as Caleb's got 6. So at the half, our score was 32-19, a 13-point game, and NEWCHAA's really opened it up here in the second, thanks in large part due to their defense. Great scoop layup from Bradley Wendricks, as we got a score of 53-25. Bradley Wendricks with 11 to lead Mishicot. Driving the lane, Barth, and he gets fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 more free throws. He's 1 for 1 on the day. As we approach the final 9 minutes of this one, the unofficial 4th quarter. When you're as old as I am, and I played back when there were quarters in high school basketball. Switched about 10 years ago, I believe, maybe the 2015 season, we switched to halves. Barth makes the free throw. Garcia back in, along with Jax Vogel, his first minutes of the second half here. Vogel, number 23. I had been calling him Jacob Wiles. Jacob Wiles, we've yet to see him. He's number 20. As Barth is a good 3 for 3 at the line here, as he's got 5. 55-25, other end, foul drawn by Briley Garcia. Just the 3rd of the half for NEWCHAA. First on Barth. 4 team fouls for Mishicot in the second. Michael Wendricks has had a really good second half with 4 points. Dane Moore's 3-pointer, no good. And the rebound grab by NEWCHAA. Henselin running the offense here. He's had a quiet day relatively offensively. He's got 8 points, and he's really taken more of a facilitator role when he's been on the floor. A little bit of foul trouble in the first, limited his minutes. Into the game for NEWCHAA, a new player, number 3, Diego Martins, as well as number 4, Royal Jacoby. So Jeff Mitchell's bench getting a little bit of action here in the final minutes of the game, final 9 minutes. Henselin off the feed from Martins, and Henselin's into double digits. He's got 10. Assist to Diego Martins, number 3. Impressive JV showing before we came on the air here for NEWCHAA as well. It's a deep program, as the deep 2 knocked down by Jax Vogel, his first points of the game. 49-30, the JV Eagles over the JV Mishicot Indians. Open from the 3-point line, but fumbling it a little bit there was Martins. I don't think he was going to take that deep of a shot regardless. So right now on the floor for NEWCHAA, you got number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10. And 10 inside, it's Henselin. He's got 12. Second leading scorer for the Eagles now as he pulled ahead of Fallon, who was leading at the half. Michael Wendricks to Bradley, and there's a receipt for that earlier basket. Going the other way, it's Michael to Bradley this time. And foul called here on the floor before Barth makes the not counted layup. 5th team foul for Mishicot. See what's on here. Believe Vogel. Intentional foul. And get a little bit of confusion here. If it's an intentional foul, I believe it'll be a free throw with nobody around him. And it was on Martins. So Martins will get the shots, his first free throws or shot attempts of the night of any kind. So yes, the foul on Vogel, 5th team foul. It's an intentional. First one, no good for Martins. He's got 2 guaranteed shots here. 7:02 to go. And Diego splits a pair with his first point of the night there. You hear the ovation from the crowd. So because of the intentional foul, it'll be NEWCHAA ball, treated sort of like a technical would be. Number 21 on for NEWCHAA, Daniel Koski, as it's a full lineup from the bench here for the Eagles. No starters on the floor as Henselin subs out. He was the last starter remaining. Perhaps getting a little bit more minutes here in the second half than his starting lineup compatriots because he wasn't able to play as much in the first. Team foul number 6, I believe that was on Dane Moore. 6, so Mishicot with 6 fouls. NEWCHAA into the bonus with their next 60-29, and now get to see the second unit here for NEWCHAA. Saw a lot of Barth and Jackson in the first half, but 3 new players on as Barth nearly throws it out of bounds. Good save by Jackson. You've got Jacoby here, number 4 on the block. Kicked out to Jackson. Jackson for 3, no good. But an offensive rebound for Jacoby. They swing it. Barth thinks about the shot, drives instead, loses it. They're going to call the 7th foul on Mishicot. This will be 2 shots. I think that was a shooting foul. Get the official word here from the PA. At least 1 shot coming for Barth. And that's on Hagenow. It will be a 1-and-1. They did not call it on the shot. Good news for Mishicot, but the bad news is Barth is 3 for 3. And we'll earn another one, as he's been the best shooter at the line for either side here today. Make it 5 for 5, and he's got 7 points. Just 2 from the field. So NEWCHAA shooting the rest of the way. Up 62-29. Post touch for Sand. Finds himself underneath the basket. Tried to reorient himself, a little bit awkward down there, and a tie up there will lead to Royal Jacoby getting a 1-and-1. So just off the bench, Royal Jacoby's first shot attempts. And that was on Hagenow. He's got 3, and they've all come within the last minute or so. Ledvina comes on for Hagenow as he's in foul trouble. And Simon Gobin, number 12, on for the first time for NEWCHAA. So shot coming from Jacoby, and the rebounders are Gobin and Koski. First of the 1-and-1, no good. Pulling up for 3, Michael Wendricks trying to cut into this big lead of NEWCHAA's. Offensive rebound, Ledvina, and it's a tie-up behind his back is going to be, that was Jacoby. They will call a foul, and it will be on NEWCHAA. Okay, I was going to say, if it's a foul on Mishicot, we should get more free throws because that was a loose ball foul. But it's on Jacoby. Fourth of the half for the Eagles. Garcia driving left. Runner, no good. That's been the story of the day for Mishicot. Been able to get those nice runner looks as Garcia pulls up from three. Lots of momentum towards the basket and some open looks, but just haven't been able to finish them thus far. Out of bounds, and it will stay here with Mishicot as it's off an Eagle player. Garcia, the inbounder. Michael Wendricks covered. They go for a post touch. Nice feed into Ledvina. No good. Jackson will man the point for the road team. To the hoop. High off glass. Nearly off the top of the glass and out of bounds. Pressure here from Jackson. Just didn't want to give Mishicot anything easy. Pulling up from three. Deep shot for Vogel. Defensive rebound to Koski. Jackson with the feed inside. This is Gobin just off the bench and one. Simon Gobin. First points of the game for him. Not the first points of the night, though, as Gobin played in the JV game earlier tonight. Ledvina will be the only player that stays in here for Mishicot. Nearly a full line change for Coach Wiebenzone. Bradley Wendricks, Fick, Sand, and Thor back in. Gobin completes the three-point play. His name was called a lot earlier in the JV game. He's got 3 in the varsity game here tonight. 65-29, 5 minutes to go. Mishicot looking to finish on a strong note here. Shot is short from Fick, and it will be off of NEWCHAA and out of bounds. Visit Marshfield to see the largest holiday lights display in central Wisconsin this year, featuring over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park. Open every night from 5 to 9 p.m. from the night after Thanksgiving through New Year's Eve. Admission is free with a suggested donation of non-perishable food or cash. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com. 3 is short for Fick, but cleaning it up was Bradley Wendricks with the offensive rebound. Now for 3, it's Jackson Thor. He knocks it down. He was 3 for 3 on the season coming into this game, and he gets his first three-pointer of the night and his first points here late in the second half. Nair back into the game here, 34 with 3 fouls, and he's called for the travel. He didn't think so. Also in for NEWCHAA, number 15, Jack Baker. As I believe NEWCHAA's played all their guys now. Baker was the last remaining player we hadn't seen on the floor, as they played 12 different players here tonight. Defensive rebound for Nair off the missed shot from Bradley Wendricks. 4 minutes to go here. Driving is Diego Martins. Kicks it to Baker. And up top, this is Koski. Baker gives to Koski in the corner. Koski baseline drive. Found himself in tight there, but draws a foul. It's going to be on Sand. Mishicot's 9th, but that's a shooting foul. 2 guaranteed shots. Pardon me, that was on Ledvina, his 2nd. Koski misses the first. Again, the first shot attempt of the night for a NEWCHAA player coming here at the stripe. He gets a friendly roll on the second one and his first point of the game. Timeout called by Coach Wiebenzone of Mishicot. We will take a timeout as well and be back on Zaleski Sports.
I actually described Fox Valley Tech as a home away from home.
It was very comforting in that it was a class size of 20 people or less.
Cost is a huge factor. When I look at Fox Valley Technical College, you're not spending that much for a degree.
If I was 30 when I went back to school here, I have had no regrets.
I think the hands-on training really sets us apart.
They will do anything to make sure that you succeed. You are going to get the education that you came for.
Welcome back on Zaleski Sports. A full timeout called by Coach Wiebenzone. his third called timeout of the game. 2 remaining for Mishicot and 3 remaining for NEWCHAA. On the score sheet for NEWCHAA, I'm just counting it up here. You got 9 different players scoring tonight. Only players that have seen the floor that haven't scored yet, Sam Gremore, a starter. Surprising. I don't think he's taken very many shots, though. And Diego Martins. Diego Martins does have one. It was Royal Jacoby who had the 1-and-1, not able to make the front end. So Martins, Jacoby, and Gremore. Or rather, Jacoby, Baker, and Gremore. Jack Baker just checking into the game, number 15. They try to go inside to Ledvina. It's Bradley Wendricks. He's the leading scorer for Mishicot. Driving the lane is Quinn Sand, and he's got 5, his first points of the half. NEWCHAA still looking to push the pace, as these are a lot of players with fresh legs here late in the second half who didn't play in the first, and getting the chance, a really cool opportunity to play on a professional court here at the Oshkosh Herd Arena. Ben Nair, the lone starter in the game right now for NEWCHAA. They kick it out. Jacoby, nice ball fake, but gives it to his teammate Baker. Baker, jump stop, looking to become the 10th NEWCHAA player to score. And shot's no good. Ledvina grabs the board. Under 3 to go. 66-34. The Eagles on top. Crossover by Wendricks. Nice between the legs. And he finishes. Wendricks certainly a player putting Mishicot in strong standing for years to come here. As just a sophomore, he's got 15 points tonight. Nair dribbling towards the top of the key. Jacoby looking for Koski on the cut. As we're nearing 2 minutes to go here, NEWCHAA running the clock, looking for a truly great opportunity on whatever shot they're going to choose. Run their offense the best they can, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds off of Mishicot, though. Michael Wendricks back on for Mishicot. Mishicot has also played all of their bench players. Just 10 players suited up tonight, it looks like. And all have touched the floor. Jacoby looking for his a variety of teammates on those curl cuts. Thrown inside, and this time it's turned over. Michael Wendricks with the steal. Under 2 minutes to go. Wendricks ahead to Fick. Fick will get the and one. I thought the hesitation from the official there. He does complete the and one shot and will have a chance at a 3-point play. His first points of the game. And that's going to be Nair's 4th. Not that foul trouble is much of a concern for Coach Mitchell at this point, with just 2 minutes to go. Fick's first free throw attempt of the night. No good, and a 28-point lead for the Eagles. Let's see how deliberate they are in what could be one of their final possessions. On that last possession, they were truly looking for an open layup and nothing else. Not willing to pull up from outside as they're running their offense. And Baker stripped of the ball as he was going up with it. It'll stay with the Eagles. 66-38. Coming up, the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Stick with us. Our interview with Coach Mitchell of NEWCHAA and a player of his choosing will be coming up after the teams get their picture taken in front of the Herd backdrop here, so bear with us, perhaps a little bit of a delay in that postgame interview. 1:20 to go, and NEWCHAA content to run out the clock here with passing. Koski drives. He finds a teammate. It's Martins, and Martins has got 3. Not a new scorer, but Koski with the assist to Martins. And a great offensive possession for NEWCHAA. Scoop layup for Michael Wendricks. No good. Before the shot, though, they call a travel. Or pardon me, it's going to be a travel after the rebound, I was going to say. Michael Wendricks clearly did not travel there. So after the defensive rebound by NEWCHAA, they're called for the travel. Under a minute to go. 30-point lead for the Eagles. And they get it into Ledvina. And Mishicot looking to finish strong here after they trailed by 13 at half. A second half that favored the Eagles. Vogel for 3, and the rebound collected by Jack Baker. Nyer bringing the ball up. He's got 4 fouls, but also 6 points here in the second half for Ben Nyer. He started off on fire from downtown here in the latter frame of this game. Loose ball eventually found by Jacoby, no good. Martins can't clean it up, and Jacoby grabs the rebound. He'll get 2 free throws here as NEWCHAA's in the double bonus. Had a 1-and-1 chance earlier, Jacoby. Not able to make the first one, but he has 2 guaranteed shots here as Mishicot's over the limit. Jacoby's first free throw short. Looking to become the 9th different NEWCHAA player to score. And off to the left, unfortunately, for Jacoby. Perhaps the final possession of the game here for Mishicot. Driving Michael Wendricks, another floater knocked down for Michael, and 1, as all 6 of his points have come here in the second half. The Wendrickses have combined for 21 of Mishicot's 40 points as Nyer fouls out. Hey, you got 5 fouls? Why not use them? 6 points for Nyer in the game. They're going to need a sub as Caleb Jackson comes in. And they're going to make, there we go. He checks in at the scorer's table. Jackson thought maybe his night was over. He's got to play for 17 more seconds here. Michael Wendricks' first free throw attempt of the night. He's 5 for 6 on the season. 5 for 7. And it's going to be off of Baker and out of bounds. No, he saves it. 10 seconds to go here, approximately, for NEWCHAA. Looking for one more shot, and a reach-in foul from Michael Wendricks, his first. And Jackson, after thinking his night was over, finds himself at the line in the double bonus. Jackson with 6 points, including 4 here in the second half. The top bench scorer for NEWCHAA. Or no, he's just bested by Xander Barth, who has 7. Now they're tied for 7. Top bench scorers for NEWCHAA. One more shot here for Jackson, and he pulls ahead of Barth for the reserve scoring lead for the Eagles. 7 seconds to go. Mishicot will get the final shot. Wendricks drives. Michael spinning. Gives it up to Vogel. Vogel, a deep 3. No good, off to the left. And it'll be a 70-40 final. The NEWCHAA Eagles, Coach Jeff Mitchell's program, with the victory over Mishicot here tonight in non-conference action. Coming up is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We'll get an interview with Coach Mitchell and a player of his choosing as 8 different Eagles score here tonight. Again, the teams will get their photos taken, so please bear with us if there is a delay. We'll get that interview with Coach Mitchell coming up next.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
Back here at the Oshkosh Arena with head coach Jeff Mitchell of the NEWCHAA Eagles. 70-40 victory here tonight. Certainly a cool experience for your players to get to play on the professional G League court. What was this week of practice like leading up to this one?
It was a lot of fun. It is a unique experience. This group here for the Herd has done a super job. Like half the teams we're playing are playing a game here this year. They've done a super job. This young guy, Trevor, has reached out to the community. So we were very excited when we had the opportunity.
Yeah, we had Marion on our broadcast last week. We've been covering all these games. We had Marion, we had Stockbridge girls, I remember. 9 players scoring for you tonight. You're able to get the reserves there in the second half. You guys were only up 13 at the break, but really able to pull away in the second half. A relentless effort from your team. What do you have to say about your guys' effort here tonight?
Very, very pleased. This is the best defensive game we've played all year. They did a super job. Had a little bit of a lull, just like you implied there at the end of the first half. But all in all, really pleased with the defense. It's a really good group, very experienced group. So they're accustomed to playing together. They're accustomed to playing well. We're in a, like small programs, and Mishicot's in the exact same boat. You have peaks and valleys, and we happen to be right now, NEWCHAA. We're in a peak season. We have a number of really good players the last several years and still in the program right now. So we're in a really nice time right now. So we're enjoying the heck out of it, and the standard the boys have set is high, but they're living up to it.
Yeah, 7-2 on the year, including 5 victories over WIAA opponents. Tomorrow, you guys have got 2 games down in Reedsburg at the Just a Game complex. What's it going to be like, the turnaround?
It is very different. So those are homeschool teams. There's actually, unless you're in the homeschool world, you homeschool your children or your in-laws do, or your siblings or some, your nephews or nieces, you don't even know it exists, right? But we are in a conference of homeschool programs, which are Wisconsin, Illinois, and Minnesota based. But we're very fortunate in the state of Wisconsin that the WIAA programs are permitted to play us. So we're playing 19 WIAA programs this year. It's fantastic for us to challenge the heck out of ourselves. But then we still have a philosophical allegiance to these Christian homeschool programs. And we're all like-minded. We love the programs. But we play, but they're all spread out geographically. So it's a challenge to find locations and times. So we try to get as many WIAA programs locally as we can. We're fortunate to be able to do it, but we still love playing the homeschool teams too.
Definitely. Thank you very much for your time. Get some rest before the travel tomorrow and enjoy your games tomorrow and the rest of the season. Thank you very much, Coach.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
And then we've got the interview with our highlight house player of the game, Carter Frisk, coming up here. Carter, 23 points on the night. Sitting for most of that second half there as you guys pulled away, but 18 in the first half. What was it like playing on the professional court for you guys here tonight?
It's nice. It's cool. It's a great experience. We're used to it. We play on a bigger court for practicing. So we're prepared for a bigger court. It's just a good experience, a lot of fun.
Just a 13-point lead at the half, but you and Ben Nyer came out shooting in the second, both of you making a couple of three-pointers. Was that a point of emphasis in the halftime break, really come out strong?
Oh, yeah. We weren't really happy with the halftime lead, so we just came out, played our game, built the lead, and got to rest the rest of the game.
And quite the turnaround, you guys. I'm assuming going home tonight and then heading down to the Madison area for 2 games tomorrow. Rest up, and before you get to the new year, play some more WIAA opponents. What are you looking forward to the rest of your senior season?
Just we want to win our conference, beat who's in front of us. We got some tough opponents down the road, Auburndale, Denmark. Those are going to be challenges for us, but we're excited, and we're going to do what we can. We're going to try and win every game.
Thank you very much, Carter. One last thing, I'll have you take the mic, and you'll just look at our camera up there. I'll count you down and step out of the way, and you'll just say, I'm Carter Frisk, and I'm in the house.
All right. 3, 2, 1. I'm Carter Frisk, and I'm in the house.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Carter. Congrats. 70-40 win for the NEWCHAA Eagles here at the Oshkosh Herd Arena. 9 different Eagles get in on the scoring as they head down to Reedsburg tomorrow to play 2. Our next broadcast from the Oshkosh Arena will be in the new year. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. Tune in for plenty of hoops action on Monday on Zaleski Sports. For Katie Leckton, I'm Gunnar Zippert. Have a great night.